hikikomori everybody. I'm Sagashimono Doko. Today I like to talk about the reason why I came to Hong Kong. Because today I just talked to my friend in Japan, and the chat between her just to recall my memory. Well, I used to work for a foreign company in Tokyo. But after I graduated to the university, actually I didn't work properly. I just got a contract job with such a climbing school, and I was a tutor. I actually had a part-time job when I was a student of the university. So it means that I was not really serious to find a full-time job at that time. Because the economy in Japan was not bad, and most likely my year of the university was the last generation who could find a job or a job offer much easier. And I think later on, 1 or 2 years later, Japanese economy was plunged. And then many fresh graduates couldn't find a job. And of course, the university graduated such a few years ago, and who didn't get a full-time job also, included PhD, included master and PhD. We all couldn't find a proper job. Yeah, at least not really easy. So I made a mistake that I was not serious about the full-time job. Usually before, in Japan, before the graduate of university, the company really is chasing students to offer the job interview, or maybe the students are supposed to chase the company to get a job offer before the graduation. So this is a sort of custom in Japan. So if you miss this golden opportunity, most likely it's difficult to get a job offer from a stable or big companies such as Sony or such Panasonic or Toyota. The names that you recognize, they usually a gigantic company, and they don't need to hire middle-aged people. They just need to hire fresh graduate, and that's enough. So this is very difficult. This is very different from outside of Japan. So I missed the golden opportunity, and I just got a contract job because I was not serious. First of all, I really thought I couldn't stay in Japan forever, so I was looking for a chance to better opportunity to get out. So I wanted to study other things. Even after graduate. Actually, during the time of university, I didn't make any serious friend because it took time, and I needed to spend money. So I just wanted to study for future. So I thought, I not really thinking, I just felt that I could find a better place outside of Japan. It means that I would have to be able to speak at least one foreign language And then, of course, logically, we Japanese also need to study English compulsory. For me, it it was very natural that I thought I wanted to study English more. So I wanted to study abroad, and I needed to save money because my parents obviously didn't agree. Then, wherever, whatever, as long as I could earn money, it doesn't matter. And if I had a good job in Japan, maybe I couldn't throw away and I would have to give up my dream in future. So simply I missed. But of course I didn't explain to my parents. My parents still don't know. Then, so after saving money and I studied English abroad. Then I was back to Tokyo and I got a job offer from a foreign company because I wanted to maintain my English skill. It was also another idea how I could get out of Japan again and probably for a certain period. So I just got a job offer, whatever. So it was a contract job. And very busy, really. And constantly, later on, one staff who was my schoolmate also joined the company. So it was not really bad. I really worked so hard. I worked Saturday or maybe Sunday sometimes because that foreign company just set up new office. They had a business before, but with a Japanese trading company. So they needed to handle by themselves. So it was a big challenge for headquarters in America. Then we also need to face a big challenge because actually the management was in a mess. Then actually the company was merged. Headquarters also merged and Japanese branch also was merged almost. So during such kind of events, there are some restructures. And new CEO just asked me to leave. And I thought I contributed so much, really. One senior staff from headquarters in America, she also said to me that I was the hardest worker in the office. Besides, I was pretty young, and I was not really. I'm not really a good player of company politics. So I thought I was isolated, and of course, seniors also try to stay and put themselves in safe as much as they can. So I think I was a kind of scapegoat, and the Japanese branch I think needed to show some something for headquarters, I think. So CEO just asked me to leave, and I was really surprised. No, I felt something wrong because many, I can't say many because the company was small, but a sort of managers, senior staff, they started to look for a job, and they had zero or minus motivation towards a job anymore. Of course, there are some kind of restructuring administration jobs, but they really didn't care. and one senior manager just went out for holiday to look for a job or maybe to go for job interview, something like that. So the office was really really bad. Really, the atmosphere was really bad. So I just thought I was not happy about that. And of course, I didn't put any effort to protect myself. That's why I became a scapegoat. That's what happened to me. Well, then I just said, understand, because I was just you're very, very fresh and very green, I think. So I just got this news back to my house. Then, of course, my parents were not happy, but they were just a typical Japanese. So they couldn't suggest anything for me, just such like, going to such a sort of government organization, or maybe legal matters, or maybe I wanted to talk to somebody who could tell how to do or anything. They just couldn't do anything. They are not helpful. This is another story, but well, it's difficult to say and it's difficult to define. But I think, at least, I think I was neglected in a family. So I always needed to think of other family members, the siblings, especially my mom said, we are siblings, so we need to help each other. But this is not true. The truth is, I need to help my siblings. My siblings never help me. So this is quite unfair. But when I was a child, well, I was quite a responsible child, I think. And of course, I wanted to do by my best. And then I also joined a charity works still now. So I'm willing to help if anybody is in trouble. So, and especially this is a family matter, so it was fine for me. It was fine with me. I just thought so. But in somehow my heart, my feeling just told me that it was unfair. So I didn't, that sort of feeling was not really shaped at all. But I just got the feeling, I think. Now I know, but really recently I realized that. Because recently, a couple of years ago, I told my parents that, how I felt since I was born. And well, to be fair, my parents also didn't notice that, how I felt at the time. Or maybe they realized something, but they didn't think it was so serious. So their attitude now is changed. So anyway, so they are not really bad people. This is a really good thing. This is a really good thing, and it's a really lucky for me. Really lucky. I know. Domestic violence. I really feel pain as well, because kids actually have no idea, and their parents are equal to the world, all the world. So yeah, really painful. But I'm quite lucky. My parents are not really bad people, and officially, I graduated university. I went to the private school as well. Well, really. Anyway, so this is I knew my parents, my family couldn't help me at all. So anyway, I was asked to leave and I left. Then I got a job offer from other foreign companies, but of course at that time I really decided to get out again. So now in Japan, there is one serious social program. They have many programs. So one of the serious programs, it's like middle-aged people who stay at home for whole day, and they usually don't contact outside, and they don't work. Actually, such people could be over 1 million people in Japan. Just like I don't remember the details, but the statistic shows some 30s and 40s. So maybe if the number could include the 20s or 50s, 60s, I think such kind of people are more than the statistic. Because I really can imagine our generation was in the middle or the end of or the beginning of a bubble economy. So the society just really encouraged us to find the purpose of our life. So some people really didn't want to work for a company, so they just got a part-time job. Besides, they still wanted to study something or play music or some sort of chasing a dream. But how many people could achieve such dreams? I mean, of course, chasing a dream is valuable and priceless. Experience is priceless, I think. So that's fine. But the point is, after a while, Japanese economy was pretty bad, and even fresh graduate couldn't find a job. So such kind of people, they really couldn't find a job. They even didn't know how to apply for a job. It's true, this is me. After getting back from studying abroad, I needed to find a job, but I didn't know how to write CV. It's true, really. And my English CV writing was very bad, really. I studied how to write CV here, in Hong Kong. I still remember that my English tutor was terrified when I saw my first English CV, at the tutorial. He said, he wanted to say something, but he couldn't find a word. Okay, but anyway, so it was pretty bad. But anyway, I think I was lucky. So since I was born, I felt, as I told before, I found that I couldn't fit that society. So I wanted to get out. So I was seeking a chance, and I really researched what sort of skills I was going to be requested by the company overseas. So that's why I studied foreign languages, and I also studied some administrative jobs or computer skills or some. But maybe if somebody wants to be a musician, or maybe somebody wants to be a comedian, or maybe somebody wants to run a big business, I guess successful rate should be significantly low. Then after a while, if they want to get back to the normal lifestyle, they couldn't, because most of the big good company just shut down the door in front of them. Because as I told in the beginning, most of big companies just hire fresh graduate, and now of course economy is not good, so they actually could pick up the best or better fresh graduate. So all vacancies are fully occupied by such excellent students. So there's no space for us. So as long as their parents are still working, of course they can live with their parents or family, and they don't need to worry about living cost. And our parents' generation could receive a certain pension. Now pension system is breaking down, but before, the protection was very, very, very good. So as long as their parents are alive, their parents could receive a handsome amount of pension, I believe. So still they can survive. But after their parents passing away, of course, touch wood, they don't have a working experience, or they have only very short moment proper working experience, and they stay at home. They don't contact any others, at least physically. Maybe computer games, or maybe social network, maybe, but physically no contact. So it must be harder for them to survive. But such kind of people are now over 1 million. So I think I'm quite lucky, because the reason why I chose to stay in Hong Kong is I really believe that I could find a job much easier than in Japan. So of course, if I were a fresh graduate, and if I were a serious student, and maybe if I passed an exam of a good university, I would be more serious, and I would stay in Japan, because I could find a proper job, and then maybe I would be able to be promoted, and my salary would be much higher than my current one. But I didn't pass. I couldn't pass the exam of a good university, and I was not a serious student, and I missed a chance to get a job offer after the graduation. So I think my current status is one of the best choices in my life. It's true. Yeah. So that's what I recorded during chatting with my friend this morning. Thank you for watching.